The movie begins by showing a teenage boy named Shinan. He was suffering from stomachache for quite some time. During dinner, his stomach starts to hurt again and he is unable to eat, so his mom, thinking it is normal pain, gave him medicines. Later during classes, his stomach ache starts again. After the class ended, he runs to the bathroom, and while using the toilet, he is shocked to see blood coming from his private part. Some boys there start saying that he is having periods like girls. Shinan, feeling embarrassed, runs away from there. After school ends, he quietly goes back home and starts researching his condition online in hopes of finding a solution, but he finds nothing helpful. At the dining table, Shinan was not eating properly. Seeing this, his father asks him if he lost his appetite. But without saying anything, Shinan runs to the bathroom again. His parents, worried, goes to check on him and are shocked to see blood coming from his private part. They immediately take him to a doctor. After the checkup, the doctor tells them this was not a big problem and gives some medicines. And Shinan takes a day off from school. After getting better, he goes to school and the students in his class start teasing him. But Shinan says nothing to them and goes on with his days normally. About a month passes. There is practice going on at school field. Shinan is again not feeling well and requests his teacher for leave, but his request is denied and the teacher tells him to leave after practice. Later, the students line up on the track to run. After they start running, Shinan collapses unconscious on the track. His PT teacher immediately takes him to the medical room and we see that Shinan's pants are soaked in blood and the teacher also had blood on his shirt from carrying Shinan. The nurse and the teacher were shocked to see his condition. The nurse also asks if he was a girl and got his periods. Seeing his condition, his parents are immediately called and they take him to a urology expert. His parents tells Dr. Lee the whole situation, and Dr. Lee conducts several tests on Shinan, and after analyzing the reports, he talks to Shinan's parents privately. Dr. Lee explains that there is something uncommon in Shinan's body that has been present since birth, and it is not a disease. Normally, boys have the hormone testosterone and girls have estrogen. But here Shinan's body contains both hormones, and as he is growing, his body is functioning accordingly. Shinan's parents asks about the treatment for this, so Dr. Lee says that through some tests, they will first determine which hormone is dominant in Shinan's body. If testosterone is higher, estrogen will be removed, and he will live like a healthy and normal boy. But if estrogen is higher, then testosterone will be removed, and a surgery to remove his private parts will be done. On the way home, Shinan asks his parents about his illness, asking them if he had cancer. They tell him that it is due to a small infection and that it will be cured soon, so he should not worry. Later in school, Shinan was again teased by his classmates, and he tells them it was just an infection and he will get better soon. At home, Shinan's parents discuss if they should tell him about his condition and decided to wait till the test result in out. At the hospital, we see Dr. Lee telling his assistant that this was a big opportunity for them as this was a very rare case. Just then, Shinan's parents came there to ask about the test result, which reveals that estrogen, the female hormone, is dominant in Shinan's body. Shinan, now in the hospital, was being checked before the surgery, and the doctors were taking pictures of his private parts, which Shinan found really odd. Scared and nervous, he asks his parents if they were lying to him. Before signing the consent form for the surgery, the parents ask if the surgery is really necessary, and Dr. Lee tells them to save him. Surgery must be done, or else he could die from cancer. Shinan's parents are confused, but still agree to the operation to save their son. After the operation, Shinan felt pain from the surgery and noticed that his private part was gone and was now have been reconstructed like a girl's. After learning what happened to him, he started to act violent and starts crying. When Dr. Lee came for checkup, Shinan wouldn't talk and glared at him angrily. The scene shifts. Some time had passed. Shinan's hair has grown long and his parents now treat him like a daughter. His name was also changed from Shinan to Shilan. It is Shilan's birthday, and her father told her that now that she was 15, her mom was going to take her to Taipei for school and to start a new life. He then tells her to see the doll he gave as a gift. Shilan, without saying anything, in anger burns the doll and left the table. At the new school, when the principal praises her name, Shilan shouts and runs from there. Her dad then asks the principal not to tell anyone about the surgery. Later at home, her mom was trying to make her wear a bra as her breasts were growing, and her new room was also pink because Dr. Lee told them it was good for her. On the first day of school, she is asked to sit next to Tianqi. During class, she stares at Tianqi, and when Tianqi notices her, she looks away. Tianqi then sees blood on Shilan and tells her about it. Realizing she has started her period, she runs toward the boys' toilet. Then a boy there tells her she is in the wrong one, and she then goes to the girls' toilet, somehow covering herself with her jacket. When she returns to class, she sees Tianqi cleaning her chair, which had blood on it. Shilan thanks Tianqi for the help. Tianqi asks why she did not bring a pad. Shilan awkwardly says it happened for the first time. Hearing this, Tianqi offers to help. Later, they go shopping together and buy sanitary napkins. From that day on, they become close friends. They went shopping together, went to get nails and hair done, and enjoyed each other's company. A few days later, Shilan finds gifts and a love letter on her desk from a popular boy in school. Seeing this, Shilan gets embarrassed and tells her classmates that she does not like boys, but her friends thought she was shy. At night, she looks at Tianqi's pictures on her phone. Shilan then invites Tianqi to her house, and Tianqi agrees. Shilan tells her mom this, and her mom tells her to apply sheet mask with her, but Shilan refuses. During conversation, her mother jokingly says that Shilan should learn cooking too, or she cannot get marriage. Shilan says she doesn't want to get married and gets sad thinking, why did this happen to her? The next day, when Shilan went out to change her dress, a girl named Chuan checks her bag, searching for the love letter. Instead, she finds Shilan medicines and takes pictures of them to show her nurse auntie. After Shilan arrives, Chuan leaves and Tianqi gives Shilan makeup. After school, Shilan takes Tianqi to her home. Tianqi notices Shilan's computer and tells her that she also loves playing games. Shilan is happy to hear this. When Tianqi starts the computer, she sees the wallpaper. It is an old photo of Shilan. When asked, Shilan says that he was her younger brother, who had died. Tianqi feels sad and hugs Shilan to comfort her. Later, when Shilan went shopping with her mom, she gets her ears pierced. At night, Chuan tells Tianqi that the medicines she saw are for depression. Tianqi asks her not to tell anyone about this. She then texts Shilan that tomorrow is her birthday and wants to celebrate with her. The next day, on the way, a man misbehaves with Shilan on the bus, and Tianqi helps Shilan. They then go to Tianqi's mom's workplace, but Tianqi's mom acts coldly with her. Shilan gives Tianqi a birthday gift. When Tianqi shows it to her mother, she dislikes it and insults the gift. When Shilan asks if Tianqi's mom dislikes her, Tianqi apologizes and explains that her mother has been acting cold since divorcing her father and has become bitter. Upon hearing Tianqi's secret, Shilan decides to tell Tianqi the truth about herself. As she was about to say the truth, Tianqi tells her that she knows Shilan had depression because her brother died. But Shilan then tells her that she does not have a brother and reveals everything. Shilan feared Tianqi will stop being her friend, but Tianqi understands her situation and hugs Shilan. The next day at school, students are assigned to cleaning duty. The popular boy of class helps Shilan clean, which makes Chuan angry, and when Shilan goes to help her, she gets angry and yells at her. The scene changes to Shilan's mom. She gets a call from Dr. Lee. He asks about Shilan, and Shilan's mom tells him she seems happier now. Later, Tianqi confronts Chuan for behave that way with Shilan. Tianqi then tells her Shilan lost his brother, that's why she took the medicine, and Chuan starts speaking badly about Shilan again, about how she is mentally sick. Unable to control herself, Tianqi reveals Shilan's truth to Chuan. The next day, everyone at school stares at Shilan strangely, and when she gets to class, Tianqi apologizes to her crying. Chuan then comes over and telling Shilan that everyone now knows the truth because of her. Shilan feels betrayed and runs to the washroom, where several girls bully her. They try to get her out of washroom and pull off her clothes. Tianqi somehow gets there and saves her, but Shilan pushed her off and went to her home, locking herself in her room. Seeing her condition, her mother contacts Dr. Lee, who calls them for a checkup. Shilan left the city and school. Tianqi keeps messaging her, but Shilan deletes her number. Later, during checkup, Shilan discovered that her mother has been secretly giving her estrogen pills instead of depression medicine. This situation breaks her completely. She feels betrayed again and again. At night, she has a dream and sees her old self taken away by the sea. She wakes up screaming and crying. Her parents rush in and try to comfort her. She asks them why they got her surgery done without asking her. They reply that Dr. Lee said if not, she could have developed cancer, she could have died. Hearing this, she starts screaming at them and tells them they don't deserve to be parents. We then see Dr. Lee, and his assistant told him he was now the most popular doctor in the field thanks to Shilan's case. The next day, Shilan goes to visit Dr. Lee alone and confronts him. She asks him if he tricked her into taking estrogen pills, and Dr. Lee tells her it helped growing her body into a girl quicker and the pills are safe. She then tells him she was now living like a dead person, and why did he torture her like that? Dr. Lee tells her he sees her as his own daughter and he fixed her life. To this, Shilan answered he had only seen her as workpiece and told him she was now going to ruin his work as he ruined her life. After that, she left and bought some sunflowers, then went home. The final scene shows Shilan dressing up stylishly, putting on makeup and dancing around like a mad person, possibly planning her revenge. And with that, the movie ends here.